Next is Connor Anderson. Connor is at Paragon Water Systems. He's a project engineer. Connor, you want to introduce yourself and tell us a bit about what you do?
Hi guys. Yep, Connor here. So I'm a pretty new into my field, which is water filtration. I recently graduated from University of Kentucky. This is my first job out of college, and pretty fresh into project engineering. Taking projects from start to finish. Like I mentioned, we're in water filtration. So Paragon makes a variety of water filters, RO systems, some commercial water filtration systems as well. Um, yeah, so I got into water filtration, and it's just been going well since then. Obviously, a part of the ERP implementation as well as our PLM implementation, and was the lead contact for the CADTALK systems integration.
And what PLM do you use, Connor?
Our PLM right now is Arena. A little bit of experience with Arena in our internship, which sort of helped me into this role. And then our ERP system is IFS.
Very good. So I always admire Connor because he's, he said 2 years out of college, and he's been first things first on an new ERP project, and a process owner and just really given a lot of responsibility. So I've always been impressed by that because I don't know if when I was 24, 25, however old he is, if I would be that that ready. So that's quite impressive. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, absolutely. So I think one of the large issues that we faced prior to our ERP and CADTALK integration was just the disconnect of communication between our softwares. It's completely manual entry. You manually enter into one. If it has to go into the other, that's up to the engineer or whoever's responsible to enter that in, and it's a loss of control in that case. Absolutely, things are missed, human error all the time. So post implementation, it was eye-opening seeing all the it was disheartening for me during the implementation to see all that needed to be corrected, but it was not wasted because knowing that that's not going to happen, that we have the control between our systems now, is a huge win. Absolutely. So I think that was probably one of our biggest struggles. And that being said, the foundation for departments is really the software that you're working on. And so if there's a disconnect between your softwares, there's really a disconnect between the departments. And that was absolutely one of the issues that we faced prior to this.
And I guess, and how does your business work? What's the impact on your business? So how do you guys work now that was vastly different from what you used to do?
Yeah. So first of all, a lot more communication departments knowing how everyone's system works, because obviously our PLM is directly impacting the ERP system. So the need for information to be correct, because it's controlled in a controlled environment now, is extremely important. So the really big impact on how data is transferred, what can CADTALK do to eliminate some of those inefficiency, things, manual data entry. So there's been huge improvement on that part. Yeah, absolutely. So I think the biggest thing, what we were coming into CADTALK expecting and looking for and anticipating, was the control between of data flowing from our PLM to our ERP. PLM really is our engineering department's way of controlling data, controlling the files that we have, bill of materials, all of those sort of things. It's our single source of truth, and so really we needed all of that information that I just spoke on to transfer to our ERP, which the rest of the company uses cleanly. Cleanly and quickly is a big one, the automation part of that. And I think something that that need was absolutely fulfilled. And then I think we found a little bit more in CADTALK with the complexity of, with every ERP system implementation, there's a number of issues that come up and needs that were unforeseen. And, the CADTALK's ability to, it's not just a one-for-one data transfer. There's, it can be formed to your needs, really.
Nice.
So that's something that turned out really well for us.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So a big one that I saw was user acceptance. Not just with the engineering department. I mean, engineering department was very quick to accept, the fact that we're going to have that data transfer taken away from, our plates. But within the company as well, so manufacturing, as well as our sales team, there's a lot of user acceptance with our implementation as a whole, from the fact that, our long lead time right now is the approval process for our data to be transferred to our ERP system. And it really, we needed to cut out that time where right after the approvals is finished, CADTALK, nobody needs to, click any buttons or anything. The last approval goes through and CADTALK takes it instantly and puts it into the ERP system. So, we are a pretty rapidly changing, our materials change, our, labels change very, very quickly. So to, fulfill customer needs, that sort of fast pace was a really big part of not just the engineering, but our other departments, user acceptance for a successful implementation of our, 3 systems.
Very good. Awesome. That's good to hear.
We were mostly coming into CADTALK for the control, as I mentioned a number of times. But what came out of it really was the complexity is one of my favorite parts about it. I'm in control of our PLM system, so I can set up, make changes to that as I need. But really, CADTALK has been our biggest tool for solving issues that arise in that data transfer. So really, just the ability to customize how how things go into our ERP system if they need to change between. No system is a one for one. So
Right.
yeah, having that customized was very important.
Awesome.
Turned out to be.
Awesome. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. So I would say adoption for CADTALK was accepted immediately. I think the obstacles that we really faced was certain scenarios where we share our system with 2 companies, and we purchase parts between the companies, and but we need a universal part number. So I'm sure you remember this one. It was a last minute obstacle before we were going live. We realized that we needed 2 parts to come into the ERP out of 1 part from the PLM, and it's just those sort of things where what Bryce had brought up, the immediate customer support. Being you, Jeff, I appreciate that, as well as the ability to just go around that obstacle with the logic that CADTALK provides. So
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. This is a question for you guys. I think this question is how big are your bills of material? So 50, 100, thousands? How big is the bill of material?
That really covers our range as well. We're a little bit smaller, between 1 and 100 to 200. So yeah.